Let's talk about flour. It's something you probably see every day but rarely stop to consider. What exactly is it, and why does it matter so much? Most people think of it as that dusty white stuff in the pantry, a basic staple that sits quietly on the shelf. But flour is so much more than just a background ingredient. At its core, flour is a powder made by grinding plant material, one of humanity's oldest and most ingenious food technologies. For thousands of years, people have been transforming tough, inedible seeds into something nourishing and versatile. But don't mistake simple for insignificant. This humble powder has shaped civilizations and changed the course of history. This powder is the foundation of empires and the backbone of cuisines worldwide. From the earliest flatbreads to the most intricate pastries, flour has been at the heart of human progress. While wheat is the star in many kitchens, flour is made from a whole team: rice, corn, oats, rye, barley, chickpeas, even almonds. Each of these brings its own story, its own history, and its own unique qualities to the table. Each type brings its own flavor and texture to the table. Some are light and airy, others dense and hearty, each one suited to different culinary adventures. The first rule of flour: it's not a monolith, but a diverse family of ingredients. There's a world of difference between a silky cake flour and a rustic rye, and understanding those differences opens up endless possibilities. Flour is a plant's way of storing energy and nutrients for its offspring, and we've learned to unlock that for our own delicious purposes. Every handful of flour is packed with the potential to nourish, to sustain, and to delight. Milling transforms tough grains into a versatile ingredient that can be boiled, baked, fried, or steamed into endless foods. From noodles to dumplings, tortillas to cakes, flour is the starting point for countless recipes. It's the ultimate transformer, changing with just water and heat. With a little creativity, flour becomes everything from chewy bread to delicate pastries. Understanding flour is the first step to mastering a huge part of the culinary world. It's the gateway to baking, cooking, and even understanding food science. It's not just an ingredient, it's a medium, a canvas for bakers and chefs. Every loaf, every cake, every dumpling starts with a handful of flour and a spark of imagination. Without it, our diets and our cultures would be profoundly different. The rituals, the celebrations, the daily meals we share all owe something to this ancient powder. So next time you reach for that bag of flour, give it a nod of respect. Remember, you're not just grabbing an ingredient, you're connecting with a tradition that spans continents and centuries. You're holding thousands of years of history, science, and culture in your hands. Every scoop is a link to the past and a promise for the future of food. And we're about to unpack all of it. Let's dive in and discover the not-so-simple story of flour together. Let's zoom in on flour. Literally. This everyday ingredient might look simple, but it's actually a fascinating blend of science and nature. Under a microscope, flour is a mix of tiny particles, but two matter most: starch and protein. These are the building blocks that determine how flour behaves in your kitchen. Starch makes up most of the flour, long chains of sugar that thicken sauces and set cakes. It's the main component, quietly working behind the scenes in almost every baked good. When heated with liquid, starches swell and trap water, turning runny batters into tender cakes and thick gravies. This transformation is what gives structure to everything from pancakes to pudding. Without starch, your cake would be a puddle. It's the unsung hero that keeps your treats from falling apart. Now, protein, especially in wheat, brings the magic of gluten. This is where the real transformation happens in bread and dough. Add water and knead, and proteins form stretchy gluten strands. These strands are what give dough its elasticity and strength. This gluten network traps gas from yeast, letting bread rise and giving it that chewy bite. It's the secret to a perfect loaf. Strong gluten means airy bread. Weak gluten means tender cakes. The balance between starch and protein is what makes each baked good unique. Flour also contains a bit of fat, minerals, and in whole grain, fiber. These extras add flavor, nutrition, and texture to your recipes, but it's the partnership of starch and protein that defines what flour can do. Together, they create everything from crusty bread to delicate pastries. They're the reason flour is so versatile. With just a few tweaks, you can make a world of different foods. Master them, and you master flour. Understanding these basics opens up endless possibilities in baking. That's the science behind every loaf and cake. Simple ingredients. Extraordinary results. To understand flour, let's travel back, way back, about 30,000 years. Archaeologists have found ancient grinding stones with traces of wild grains, showing our ancestors were already making primitive flour. Crushing seeds into powder unlocked a new source of calories and survival. Mixed with water, this meal became porridge or flat cakes cooked on hot stones. It was slow work, but it changed everything. Then, 10,000 years ago, agriculture began. People started growing wheat, barley, corn, and rice, creating reliable, storable food. Grain could be stored for months, milled into flour as needed, and fed growing populations. Civilizations like Mesopotamia and Egypt thrived on flour, using it for bread, beer, and even as currency. Flour wasn't just food, it was power. It fueled the rise of complex societies. The story of civilization is, in many ways, the story of flour. Flour is more than food, it's a cultural artifact. Every culture has a beloved flour-based staple: Italian pasta, Mexican tortillas, Japanese noodles, Indian naan. These foods are identities, woven into rituals and celebrations. Breaking bread means sharing and trust. Companion literally means with bread. Flour-based foods are at the heart of our most important moments, from religious ceremonies to family gatherings. The act of kneading dough is a tradition passed down through generations, a living piece of history. When you eat bread or noodles, you're tasting the ingenuity of a culture and connecting to a global story. Flour is the silent character in our shared human experience. It ties our diverse culinary tapestries together. Every bite is a taste of history. How do we turn grain into flour? Milling. Early humans used two rocks, a slow, gritty process. Over time, technology improved, the rotary quern, then water mills and windmills, grinding more grain with less effort. The village mill became a community hub, and the miller, a key figure. Stone mills ground the whole grain, producing rustic, nutritious flour. But the Industrial Revolution changed everything with the roller mill. Steel rollers separated the starchy endosperm from bran and germ, creating fine, white flour. This new flour had a longer shelf life and was seen as modern and refined. Milling evolved from muscle to machine, transforming how we eat. The story of flour is also the story of technology, and it's still evolving. The invention of the roller mill split flour into two distinct worlds, white and whole wheat. This innovation revolutionized how we process wheat, forever changing the way bread and baked goods are made. A wheat kernel has three main parts: the bran, which is the fiber-rich outer shell, the germ, a nutrient-packed embryo, and the endosperm, the starchy core that makes up most of the grain. Whole wheat flour grinds all three parts together, delivering more fiber, vitamins, minerals, and a robust earthy flavor. However, it also means a shorter shelf life, since the oils in the germ can spoil more quickly. White flour, on the other hand, removes the bran and germ, leaving just the endosperm behind. The result? A fine, mild flour, with a long shelf life, and lighter, fluffier baked goods. But this comes at a cost. White flour has less fiber and fewer nutrients than its whole wheat counterpart. Whole wheat is hearty, filling, and nutritious, while white flour is soft, versatile, and easy to work with in many recipes. The choice between them shapes everything from the taste and texture of your bread to its nutritional value and even your health. This split in flour types changed diets and baking traditions worldwide, influencing cultures and cuisines everywhere. It's always a trade-off: nutrition versus texture, flavor, and shelf life. Each has its own strengths and weaknesses. Understanding the difference is key to choosing the right flour for your needs, whether you're baking at home or buying bread at the store. Every loaf, every cake, every pastry starts with this fundamental decision: white or whole wheat. The anatomy of a single wheat kernel ultimately shapes the food on your plate, influencing both flavor and nutrition. That's the story of white versus whole wheat, a simple choice with a big impact on what we eat every day. The supermarket flour aisle is a wall of choices. All-purpose, bread, cake, self-rising. Each is milled for a specific job, mostly based on protein content. All-purpose flour is the jack of all trades, good for most baking. Bread flour is high protein, perfect for chewy, airy loaves. Cake flour is low protein, making cakes tender and light. Using the right flour is crucial. Bread flour for bread, cake flour for cakes. Non-wheat flours, rice, corn, almond, bring unique textures and flavors but no gluten. Each flour behaves differently, offering creative cooks endless possibilities. The right flour makes all the difference. It's not just about taste, it's about science. Choose wisely, and your baking will shine. In the past, flour varied wildly. Recipes could fail with the seasons. Today, industrial milling delivers consistent, reliable flour every time. Grains are blended for precise protein and moisture, ensuring your cake in California matches one in Maine. This consistency powers modern baking and mass production, but there's a trade-off: removing bran and germ for white flour strips away nutrients. In the 20th century, nutrient deficiencies led to flour enrichment, adding back iron and B vitamins. Most white flour today is enriched, balancing shelf life and nutrition. Folic acid fortification has even reduced birth defects. Enriched flour isn't as nutritious as whole wheat, but it's no longer empty calories. It's a compromise between performance and public health. Modern flour is a marvel of science and engineering. So, what have we learned? Flour is more than a powder, it's a technology, a tradition, and a cultural force. It's the raw material of civilization, the silent partner in our kitchens. From ancient porridge to modern pastries, flour has fueled our creativity and survival. We've harnessed nature, built mills, and engineered consistency, all to unlock flour's potential. Today, bakers rediscover ancient grains, scientists explore new sources, and cooks blend flours for new textures. The world of flour keeps expanding. Next time you bake or cook, pause and appreciate the science, history, and culture in that scoop. You're part of an ancient tradition. Flour is the quiet hero of the kitchen. Now you know its story. Go bake something.